Okay, this is week 3 on IT strategy. In this lecture, we will discuss enterprise architecture and then some frameworks for architecture and then TOGA. And we will explain each one of them. Okay. So what is the enterprise architecture? It is everything in your organization. So it's not only the computer software and hardware and network, even your business processes and your organization is part of your architecture. So it's an overall high-level design of the enterprise through the analysis and documentation for its current and future, okay, from an integrated strategy, business, and technology perspective. They put a formula here, EA, an enterprise architecture, is equal to strategy, business, and technology. Always remember that. It's not only technology, but also it's your business and strategy. So here we have some examples. So here we have the real world company, and we have our architecture. So they assemble, you know, they create virtual diagram. So you have architectural model for your, let's say, London branch, okay. Then you have for all of your locations, you are assembling them, you are representing them in your architecture model, okay? So we have real world, we have architecture model, then we have architecture view, then we have the virtualization, okay? So if I ask you here, what is enterprise architecture? B, of course, it's more comprehensive, yes. It's a framework for aligning business strategy and IT. Very good. So why do we need to study the enterprise architecture? Because we want to take the most benefit of our technology, our processes. We want to align them for the benefit of the organization, to improve our business. Okay? So to get the most from business, technology, and the human, okay? Instead of having individuals. Individuals will take you nowhere. You have to do group, enterprise, okay? So EA provides a strategy and business-driven approach for policy planning, decision-making, resource development. Okay, and also an enterprise-wide architecture serve as an authoritative reference. Also, to avoid waste and duplication of large organizations. Because if you are in a very big, you don't really have a good architecture you can easily be duplicating some work without you knowing. Yani your branch maybe in London will be doing a project to develop a program or application that actually your branch in Sydney have already done a few years ago. If you don't have really good architecture, they wouldn't know. Okay. Also, it also resolves the battle on best practices. Okay, because they all collaborate together. Enable IT planning and development to create and deliver those products and services that accomplish the strategic goals of the enterprise. All right? All is this done by having a good enterprise architecture. Does your EA change? Of course, it's dynamic because your technology is changing, right? You're a human. People are changing resources. Even business functions, maybe they are increasing. So because of the growth, because of advancement in technology, because in changes in the corporate goals, okay, and because we learned from our mistakes, we learn to do our things better. So they have created, the scientists, people like you who are studying this, majoring maybe in this, they came up with some frameworks to make it easy to study and implement EA. Some of these common frameworks, we have something called EA3 Cube, we have TOGA, and we have Zachman. So can you please read it? Read what's written there. Take a couple of minutes just to read. EA3 Cube. So EA3 Cube, it has different levels: strategic goals, business product services, supporting system application, technology and infrastructure. TOGAF, very important. TOGAF has different domains. So there we have levels in TOGAF, we call it domains. We have business architecture, application architecture, data architecture, technical architecture. That's why TOGAF is very popular. You see, they are using domains and they are easy to study. We have Zachman. It provides a formal and structured way of viewing and defining an enterprise. So it is a two-dimensional classification schema that reflects the intersection between two historical classification. All right? And Zachman is actually, if you remember last time, we talked about how, first of all, we talked about what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve it, and when, what time, who is responsible, who are the stakeholders, where are you, what do you have, where is your infrastructure, and why you want to achieve that. This is done by Zachman. Okay. So which of the following is not a key component of enterprise architecture? Okay. Thank you. Which of the following enterprise architecture framework attempts to answer 6 fundamentals question? Zach. Which of the following is not enterprise architecture framework? COBIT. COBIT is different actually. COBIT is for different framework. TOGAF. You will hear TOGAF a lot this semester in this course. The Open Group Architecture Framework TOGAF هذا اختصارها يعني. developed in 1995, is an enterprise architecture methodology that offers a high-level framework for enterprise software development. So TOGAF is mainly for software development. Okay, helps organize the development process through systematic approach. Okay, aimed at reducing errors. And if you are a company that's specializing in creating software, we are IT people, so you need a framework that you can use for your projects. The best thing is to use TOGAF, okay, because they reduce your errors. They provide you with a framework to systemize your organizing of the development of your projects. It helps the business align IT goals with overall business goals. Okay. And also it helps to collaboration between different departments with IT. Also, TOGAF helps business define and organize requirements before the start of the project. All done before you start. Okay. And minimize errors. So the objective or aim of TOGAF are ensure everyone speaks the same language, and all are tuned together. They all understand what they are doing, where we are going. Avoid lock-in to proprietary solution, to make sure that you don't use, these are also one of the benefits of TOGAF, because you are using the same framework. You will not find that some department in your organization, they purchase one software that only will work for them because it's proprietary. Maybe they purchase some tool, something from IBM that will only work on IBM. And they are the only people, we don't have IBM in the other departments, for example. Okay, so you want to avoid these things. And in real life scenarios, this happens, used to happen before. Now everyone is aware, we go for open standards, but this used to happen. Save time and money by utilizing what you have. Achieve demonstrable rate on investment, ROI, rate on investment. So what is one of the aims of TOGAF? Of course, the others are the opposite, actually. Which organization is responsible for developing and maintaining TOGAF? Open Group, yes. DC. What is the primary focus of application architecture strategy in TOGAF? Of course it is. Which one? A. Because the others are talking about data and other systems. Okay. A. Which of the following is a benefit of TOGAF in terms of project management? Of course, before the start. Everything is set before you start. Okay, A. Which one of the following enterprise architecture framework is suitable to achieve demonstrable return on investment, ROI? You just mentioned it now. TOGAF. TOGAF. Okay, TOGAF will help you to get more ROI. What is the primary objective of TOGA? Which one? That's its main usage, yeah, we can say. But it's actually enterprise architecture, but it's mainly for software development. Okay. Focused on software development, yes. So what are the domains of TOGAF? The beauty of TOGAF that it divides the work into domains. And we are, as IT people, we are used to domains. Okay, so it's easy for us to understand. So please read the domains again so that they'll stick in your mind. Read the domains. Business architecture. So it has everything about your business strategy, governance, processes. Then we have application architecture. It's a blueprint for structuring and developing application systems. We have data architecture, defining the organization's data strategy, management and maintenance, including logical and physical data models. This is all under data and architecture. Then we have technical architecture, also called technology architecture. It describes all necessary hardware, software, and IT infrastructure. I'll give you one example how they ask you in the exam. They will give you some information, and they will tell you, this is part of which domain of TOGAF? Okay, so you need to know, please. Here are the business architecture. So when we answer these questions, what is your capabilities? Why you have these policies, rules, and regulations? Who or and where is your organization? So you need to, all your inside this domain, the business architecture domain, you have answers to all this information. Okay? Processes, product, services, all under business, which is understood. Any questions? Okay, let's go next. Application architect. It involves ensuring the application and the integration aligns with the growth strategy. All right. So it should be covering your, part of this domain is strategy, involves ensuring the application and the integration aligns with the growth strategy of the organization. Patterns. To create patterns, one need building blocks. When you are creating the application, you need to do blocks so that they can be integrated, they can be tested easily. Okay? So they are reusable. Application architect, understanding of application modularization, distribution, integration, high availability, scalability patterns are all part of the application architecture. Any questions about this? Data architecture This is all mainly about your data. It sets your data standards. It has three processes. Conceptual, represent all business entities, اللي هو الconceptual. Think you have, if you have done business innovation, you have studied about conceptual. Then you have logical, your logical representation, and then you have your physical. Okay, realization of data mechanism. Logical اللي هو يعني ال virtual representation. Technical architecture أو اللي هو technology architecture is very, I mean, from the name you can tell, it's about how your software, hardware, network, they needed to support the deployment of core mission critical applications. So it's called technical architecture. All right? So it's all about your IT specifications, processes. Okay. Okay, which of the following is not a domain of TOGA? Which one? Service, yes. Because service is part of what? Business, I think. What aspect of an organization does the business architecture domain of TOGA focus on? Very good. What does the technical architecture domain of TOGAF describe? Technical, technology, software and hard and IT infrastructure. Very good. Which of the following is not one of the three architectural processes within the data architecture domain? Yeah, conceptual is there, logical is there, physical is there, procedural is not really. Correct. Which of the following architecture is the process of development يلا اقرأوا السؤال of mathematical IT specification and models by using a variety of information, for example UML? Which one? A, technology اللي هو technical يعني. Very good. Technology يعني technical. Which of the following are a way of putting building blocks into context? Okay. Which one? Pattern. Why? So that we can reuse them, so it's better to reuse them, to troubleshoot, for team working. جاوب السؤال هذا. Which one of the following architecture should be flexible? Which one? Are you sure? It's not technical. All agree? All agree on this answer? Hmm? Yeah, yeah. A is more general. talk about technical, you are only specifying technology. But here, they are talking about system. They did not mention it's technology, technical. Okay? Yeah. Sort of. What about this one? Business, of course. Business. Process is business. Okay. Any questions?